going at it for a little bit over an hour, and as you saw, I got rid of all the posts, the fence. The problem with these are that they have been drilled in so far and caked over with a lot of paint that I can't get to the screws, and by the time I do, they get stripped. So I've been unfortunately having to break that. I was trying to preserve as much of this wood as possible, but most of it is rotten anyway. So anyway, that's how I'm gonna keep going, I guess. Okay, I'm on location, and again, I'm getting kind of to the rotten part, but I've had to kind of cut everything and pull it out in pieces. And here's the first pile. So mainly what I'm doing today is getting rid of this. So let's see how it goes.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a...
Alright, end of the day today, and let me show you what I've achieved. So I finished up taking off everything about midday, and then piled it all up here. Had a little bit of talk with the owner, and I started putting braces. Since the wood is a little bit old, there are going to be three or four of them that I'll have to replace. This one I'll have to take out, and there's a couple more, and then the bad ones, I'm going to use the good section of the bad ones to put spacers so my boards don't warp, and you'll make it last a little bit longer, I think. Eventually this deck is going to extend to close to the corner there, so we'll see how that's going to go. But let's see where we're going from here. Tomorrow I'll be back in the morning to continue. So third day here, I'm working on putting all the braces in, and I'm getting close to being done, but I've been having to change a few boards, and this is the first one. I'll have two more to work on, but so far it's going pretty well. Maybe a little bit slower than I would like it to, but not too bad. Good morning, Friday morning today. Anyway, I have been working since Tuesday at this project. It's going a little bit slower, but I'm excited at where I am right now. So just to give you a little bit of an update. So yesterday, the day I finished, and I was getting some of the wood out, and as you can see, it's pretty bad. But I've gotten it now to where everything is good. I just need to change this beam because it has some big holes right there, and I'm gonna think about maybe changing this one. I do have two of them that I can change, and if all goes like I'm expecting, most likely I'm gonna change that one too. So we'll see. I think I'm gonna start on that. as you saw, I changed these. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 new ones, and this is where the bulk of the damage was anyway, and at the end. So I've taken the last piece, and most likely I'm going to be changing that one too. I've gotten the okay from the owner. The main thing is, because the old ones have a notch cut out at the bottom, I don't know if you can see it right there, I have to also move these down if I'm replacing. Okay, so next part here, I have mocked up, let me show you, I've mocked up the chair at the stair, sorry, and we're putting a cement footing down there, most likely. I'll make sure that that's where they want them, but it's 3 feet from the end, and then the rest we might narrow them down a little bit. But I mocked up also the extension, and I'm going to try to see how far we need to go over that way, and I think that's going to be good. I think that looks pretty good there. All right, a little bit later, we have finished up the whole deck, as you can see. Well, at least all the support. We got the inspection done. We installed that box for a footer. And next thing I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start covering all the beams with decking tape to keep it dry. Okay. It's Thursday morning, and first stop before going to work is to go to Ace Hardware. Still Thursday morning, actually going to afternoon, and we have been pouring cement. I'm excited about it. It's looking good. Just a little bit more to go, and then it will be done. It's the footing for the stairs that are going to go right up there. Friday morning here. We're hoping today to kind of do the majority of things. Let me show you what we're up to. So we start putting down boards, but unfortunately they haven't been manufactured correctly. Not correctly, but it's they're a bit shorter, so we have to move this back so these touch, and then cut these to match, and then we need to add another board. So I need to loosen up some things in here. That's the first thing, but it's already going really well. After about 8 hours and lots of adjusting, this is what it looks like. Still missing the last piece right there, but we're gonna do that Monday. But the rest of it is done, and all the edging, the transition, and it's very nice and sturdy. Monday morning, and in theory today is the last day I'm going to be doing this porch. Hopefully all goes well. There are a couple of things. This is the first time I use this material to do a deck, and let me show you. It looks really nice, but there is one thing I don't like about it, and that's the change in expansion. So this is a darker top, and if you see up here, there's a little bit. This is fine, this looks great, but whenever we're putting the middle the other day, This transitional piece here, it could barely fit. Now there's this pretty decent gap. It's maybe 3/8 of an inch, and I know whenever it heats up again, it's going to expand and it's going to be touching all the way. And I don't know what to do about that because the expansion is pretty crazy. And I was thinking, you know, if I butt it up now that it's cold, I would have to adjust everything, which is not that big of a deal. But whenever it gets really hot again, I feel like the boards are going to start warping upwards. So I'm not sure what to do about that. Okay, it's a little bit after 5 and it's time to go, but let me show you that it's time to go for the day. Wasn't able to finish today, but I'm getting close. So let me show you what I've done. Mocked up the steps, they're mostly done. My friend is trying to figure out if he wants to put this in the front or leave it open. I'll put the top posts. Need to adjust those a little bit. Mounted partially the privacy fence post. This one is crooked because we are a bit short of bolts, so it's only really being held by one. So I'm going to adjust that hopefully tomorrow. And cement is good. I need to take off the form. A little bit rougher than I wanted it to be, but it's okay. It gives you better traction when you get down. So I think we're good to go. Tuesday morning here. I've been working for maybe an hour or so, getting some things ready, and I start putting the railing up. So I ended up putting the wooden posts in and then covered them with that PVC, and it seems like it's going pretty well. So next thing I'm going to be working on is cutting this one because it's a different length. This is the standard 8 foot. This one is about 6 feet, 6'1", 2", something like that. So I'll measure it and cut it, and that's going to be the plan for this one. But after that, I'm going to do that side, and then I'm going to deal with the posts at the bottom. Okay, the project is done. Let me show you really quick, but I'll get a better video in a couple of days. There we go. We got stairs done. We got the privacy fence up, the whole floor down. The only thing that we're missing is 2 boards, but the owner said, hey, he's gonna do that.